Show following this nice, beautiful Lady Vol win versus Arkansas today. Great start to the SEC. Maria, say what's up to the people and let us know, like, what was the atmosphere like there?
What's up to the people? These were some happy fans tonight. They were screaming "Go Lady Vols" when the game was over. They've been waiting, like you, to see this Lady Vol team play with some energy and some swagger. So
Mhm.
I've been getting on them about I want to see more swagger. I'm going to give them props tonight. They brought some swagger to the floor.
Oh, for sure. They came out with confidence. Now, listen, we started the game, and I told Maria this. I was ready to throw things at the TV. We looked like we've been in quarantine. We were tired, rusty, sloppy, slow, and then all of a sudden, play by play, we started to look a little better, and obviously we handled our business to go on to the win. What did Coach Harper have to say about that, and who did you get a chance to interview post game, and what were their thoughts?
Talked to Ray and Renaya post game. They both had 26 points each. Mike Neighbors, the Arkansas coach, I got to shout out him. He's fun in a post game. And I'll put all the interviews up on my Twitter. Mike Neighbors is just one of those fun coaches to talk to after the game. Kelly was just happy for her team. She said, I love seeing the way they celebrated. If you haven't seen the Lady Vols basketball Twitter account, they have a poll going about what's the best thing to celebrate with, waving a stool, the wet floor sign, or a towel. They were just picking up anything they could find to celebrate with. So
Hey,
if you,
we gotta act like we've been there before, ladies. Come on, we can't.
it's been a while since they beat Arkansas. So
Yeah,
I
no,
think they were happy about it.
no, they definitely deserve to celebrate. This is a big win. I mean, you and I talked about it on Tuesday night, the importance and what they needed to do to win this game. Obviously, Arkansas coming into this game, tremendous 3-point shooting team with some speed, have some scores, and it was going to come down to defense and long closeouts and boxing out. And once we started to do that after the start, the first quarter, really, towards the end of the first quarter, I believe we started to pick up that momentum, which obviously carried us on. And they answered every run that Arkansas tried to approach them with, which I was very proud. So good job, ladies.
And I know we are not going to be political on this show. We have other shows for that, but I will point out, I'm sure people saw it on TV, the Lady Vols did kneel, the majority of the players, for the national anthem. There was mixed reaction in the crowd. There were some upset people and there was applause after it was over. So my position on that is respect what the players do, respect the different opinions, but they indicated it was spontaneous. They weren't particularly planning it. It just sort of reacted, and they did so. But I think in that first quarter, they were a little antsy after what had just happened because they had not planned it. So I would have to cough now.
You're good. You good?
It's no fun to cough in a mask. Anyway, I will point that out. Kelly Harper was very supportive of them, and I certainly understand fans are going to react both ways, but I would always implore people to see this from the point of view of the black players. And it has been an issue. And speaking from a personal point of view, I am very proud of the players.
I'm proud when you text me that and told me that. I had a smile on my face because it it means different things to different people. But obviously, me being a black woman and being black in America, it means a lot. And obviously, everybody knows what happened in DC and the different type of response that was put out to those protesters, well, rioters, really. Versus when it was a Black Lives Matter protest. And you're right, this show is not about politics, but we are living in a day and time that we have to speak truth and we have to get on one accord, and we have to just listen. It's a democracy, guys. Like, we have elections. People win, people lose. we got to handle it with grace. There, we are literally like the laughing stock of every nation and country right now, and that nobody should feel proud to be an American right now with what just happened.
And pretty much every player did, but not everyone. And I want to point out, I respect that too. You do what you feel committed to do, and the players that didn't, uh, like they kept their hands on the shoulders of their teammates. It was, and after the game, I mean, after the game, they were very much celebrating it. The team is clearly on the same page, but everyone's going to have their own reactions, and I respect those reactions. Kelly did say that she knows there'll be negative remarks directed at the direction of the players, and she does not like that, but she understands that negativity is part of dealing with life. And Kelly is, I mean, she's clearly behind her players. And Michelle Vopel of ESPN was in the post game too. So I mean, Tennessee's a national program. So when Tennessee makes a statement like that, it's going to be national basketball news.
Absolutely. Like you say, that's a part of life, but I'm proud of what they did, and everybody does have, a reason why they kneel or why they stand. So just shout out to the ladies that decided to take a stand or a knee for justice. So shout out to y'all. But okay, so who did you talk to in the post game?
Ray and Renaya.
That's right.
Both had an excellent game. Ray had 26.
Yep.
Renaya had 26. Renaya had 11 boards. I asked Renaya about, she visibly showed a lot of emotion on the court, and Renaya's can be kind of low key. And she said part of it was, how they were playing, and part of it was just to get back to playing basketball. I mean, they missed playing in a game because they had Christmas break and then one game, and then bam, they got shut down again for a whole week.
Right. Well, I know for a fact Davis, it was one, I think it was either the second, like towards the middle of the second quarter, or maybe it was beginning of third, but she had about 3 straight baskets of just cutting, moving off ball, cutting down the court, getting layups. One time I believe it was Horston who was about to fall out of bounds, and Davis cuts, and nice little no, it wasn't Horston. I don't remember who it was, but I like that you speak about the emotion. It showed. She was very active. Her energy level was high. It was almost as if she was constantly moving, always somewhere near or around the ball and affecting the game on both sides of the court. So, I commend her very well for the effort that she gave today.
And we asked Mike Neighbors about the fact that a year ago, you knew you had to find Renaya on the court, and you could really key on Renaya. And he talked about with Ray Burrell, the way she's playing, you can't get up close on Renaya. You got to respect the fact that she can drive or shoot, because you key in on her and Ray's going to burn you on the other side. So it really is. And Mike Neighbors also said that he has voted for Tennessee in the top 25 for the last 3 weeks, and he does not know why Tennessee is not ranked. So he's endearing himself to Lady Vol fans right now.
I mean, we got to earn it. This was a big win for us. I think that if we would have snatched that WVU game, and then obviously along with this win, then we might be speaking a different story, in a couple weeks. But it is what it is. That should give us more hunger. You know what I mean? It should make us angry, Lady Vol. We should be, okay, how do people respect us, but they don't really respect us. We don't have a number in front of our name, in front of the Tennessee Lady Vol name. How do we get there? And they're taking the steps. They're playing together. We still need to work on one-on-one, defending one-on-one. It was way, especially in the opening, way too many easy drives, paint drives. I mean, it was like watching bullfighting. Ole! Like they were just, it was Matador defense is what my dad used to call it growing up. Here I must, nope, go ahead. And we got to tighten up in order to do what we are wanting to do and get back to where we need to be. We need to lock down on the little things. You have to be able to guard one-on-one. You have, especially in the SEC.
Yes. And I do want to shout out two players that we don't get to talk about a lot because they don't play a lot of minutes, but they're getting better. Emily Saunders.
Yeah.
She came in the first half when Cassie and Tamari had foul trouble, and she gave them solid minutes. She got on the glass. She had a gorgeous pass to Renaya Davis to get a basket. And so I want to definitely give a shout out to Emily Saunders for when your number's called, go in there and make use of your minutes. And she did so. Destiny Salary in the second half, when she was on the floor, had to guard Destiny Slocum. And she chased her all over the floor for a freshman going up against a graduate transfer, he was a redshirt senior essentially. That was impressive. And on the other end of the floor, Destiny did a very unselfish thing. She had an open three, but she passed it up and found Ray, who was somehow even more open, and Ray drains the three-pointer. Just Destiny showed me a lot tonight that she can learn how to play at this level, and she wants to compete and win. So shout out to Destiny and Emily tonight.
Shout out freshmen. I see y'all putting in work, being ready. And that's what it takes, because you never know when your number is going to be called, who's in foul trouble, who gets injured. COVID, obviously, is number one, which you don't know about. And, stay ready. I would like to say to my Lady Vols, because we're in a pandemic and you can have games scheduled and then they're cut out, you can be sitting tight or go through what we just went through with the quarantine and the case. Whenever you're at home, you have to do the work necessary to stay in the best shape that you can without actually being on the floor and going through full practices and playing games, so that when you come, I don't want to see us look rusty. I know, listen, maybe I sound unfair, but I really just think that this team has something in them, and I just refuse to really give them excuses. I think that they can overcome anything that's thrown at them. And I haven't said that about a Lady Vol team in a long time. So I challenge y'all that, if things aren't going your way, if you get injured, you get sick, if there's another quarantine, whatever it is, stay on top of your nutrition, number one, and do whatever work you need to do. Every player is different, to be ready and to look good, because we looked terribly winded coming back. I know it's hard because we weren't practicing or playing.
And I also think maybe they were a little short of breath after making their statement at the national anthem, because that wasn't something they had thought about all day. And I think it took them a minute to sort of catch their breath. And one thing I did not know, Arkansas is traveling day of the game in an attempt to cut down on any COVID exposure. And Mike Neighbor said, because I thought Arkansas looked a little sluggish to start.
Yeah.
That's a long trip from Fayetteville.
It is.
To turn around and play day of game. So, like you said, COVID can disrupt your season at any time. I mean, South Carolina now is in quarantine. They couldn't play Georgia tonight. You have got to get every SEC win you can, because you don't know how many SEC games you're even going to have this season.
Yeah, true. Very true. Real quick, we're going to let Bobby slide in here. What you got for us, Bobby?
Lexus, did you know that 8 out of 10 customers of Blue Water Climate Control book online? It's easy and convenient. Booking online saves you time and money. Booking online, you can save 10% on repairs, 30% on service plans, 25% on maintenance and other seasonal promotions. Same-day booking available 7 days a week, including after hours. Pick a day and time that fits your busy schedule. Go to bluewaterclimatecontrol.com and book now. We got some questions and people in the comments section. We had to pay the bills. That was called paying the rent. Billy and I have a Rent Money Friday where we help people make rent money with some bets, but that was paying rent.
All right.
Look at Bobby with his haircut. He's looking all spiffy.
Bobby, you looking clean and handsome over there, man.
And Billy even let me use some of his cologne.
Oh, okay. Where you about to go after this, man?
I ain't going anywhere.
All right, what we got on Facebook?
All right, we're loaded up over here on Facebook. Let's see. I may not be going back far enough, but Patrick Eady says, Buck and Maria, who do you think has improved this year the most so far?
Man, Ray Burrell's right up there.
I would say Burrell because not only has she improved, she's consistent with her improvement. So I would definitely say Burrell.
I want to give a shout out to Jessica Quinn, Karen Vogel, Caroline Malone, Olivia Woody. That's some of your people up in WVU.
In the building, 304 stand up. What up?
Yeah. Caroline says she's very proud. Donna Hairston, they were expressing how they feel. Jessica Quinn, thoughts on the calls called on Key today. I know she is working hard on that and thought she was positioned well and had bad calls. Along with that, thoughts on KC stepping up big time today.
Tamari can't get a break. She's a very good basketball player, but we're not getting to see that. Cassie had 11 points. Cassie Kushkitawa stepped up big time. And she played. Kelly said what she liked about Cassie is that Cassie was demanding the ball. Cassie wanted the ball. And that's what you want your post player can't be passive. Your post player has got to aggressively want the ball. And Cassie did that tonight.
She just has to keep playing. When you're that size, you almost have to, play perfect in a sense. Like you can't drop your hands, you can't, hit somebody. Your feet have to constantly be moving. And is she getting the break that other players are getting, throughout the NCAA from the post position? No. Is it fair? No. But guess what? We got to suck it up, and she's just got to start to figure it out. I would suggest just watching a lot of film. Like have the coach pull out each and every single foul that she has gotten since the beginning of the season and see where is she getting most of her fouls, how are they getting called, and just because you think you're in good position, maybe you're not. Now, I know there's bad calls, but let's try to eliminate, take it out of the ref's hands as much as possible.
We had a comment over here earlier about somebody said they thought they saw Pat on the sideline. They said, oh, never mind, it was just Kelly.
The officials
fired up.
The officials heard quite a bit from Miss Harper this evening. She had a lot to say.
She was fired up. One time, even Sandra said, why they take it off of her? It looked like it was about to get good. I don't know what she was about to say, but she was mad.
And, we were talking about that swagger. The first half, Jordan Horston had one heck of a block. I mean, we
can hear that on TV, what she said, too.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is like Lex's team. I like this group now. They're acting like that 2008 squad.
They must have listened to us Tuesday. Bobby, you think they listened to the Buck and 2MC show because they
absolutely
did a lot of things that Maria and I were spoken on Tuesday evening.
Absolutely.
You got to make sure the official doesn't see it. You got to be careful about that. And you can't direct it at the player, but I was like, that's what I want to see. Some swagger.
And what else we need to see? And Courtney Richards brings it up. The team only had 10 turnovers.
Yeah. Was it 10 or 11?
11.
Well, I'm just reading a comment.
I know. It's not on you, Bobby. It's not on you.
It's okay. 11, 10, a great number for turnovers. Fantastic. Take care of the ball.
Absolutely.
You know what else is fantastic? Orange Mountain Designs.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing us out on the Volunteer Roadshow.
That's right. Orange Mountain Design. They're still running them specials, Maria.
There's one tonight, a $13.95 special, a long sleeve T-shirt, and a Lady Vol mask, the white one with the Lady Vol orange and blue on it. So yes, get yourself to OrangeMountainDesigns.com. That is a low price for a mask and a long sleeve T-shirt at $13.95.
We need to start getting these images from Terry, and I can start putting them up on the show when it comes up.
He puts them up after the game, so I'll
go to OrangeMountainDesigns.com.
And I'll try to get you those images. Jordan Horston also, the hustle play, if you remember that one in the first half, I think she slid 20 feet across the floor, going at a loose ball and flipped it. Yeah, that is that's Lady Vol basketball right there. Get on the floor, don't give up on the ball.
Right. I was like in my head. I wasn't in my head. I'm talking to the TV. Dive, dive, dive. Yes, great hustle. I mean, those are the plays that get your team excited, get the fans excited, help keep the momentum rolling our way. So that was a big time play, and that block that you spoke on was beastly.
Jordan Walker. I mean, her minutes were effective. She got robbed too. She took a charge.
Yeah,
she got robbed big time.
I don't, maybe the refs was hating a little bit. They didn't want to see Tennessee win, but keep taking those charges, Walker.
She's got some swagger to her game, and she's getting more, used to what she has to do and what her role is, and you can just see her getting more connected every game. So now what you don't want to do is go to LSU Sunday and blow it all up. I mean, and that's going to be this. I mean, Arkansas wants to get the game in the 90s. They're perfectly fine with a game in the 90s. LSU's going to want that game in the 50s or 60s. So it's going to be a totally different style basketball game Sunday.
Slow down. Well, hopefully we do the preparation needed, which I know Coach Harper will have us looking great. And hopefully, obviously, COVID doesn't make any changes for that Sunday game, because that's one I want to watch.
You got some family watching you, Lex.
Who we got?
Jay Hornbuckle.
What's up, cousin? It's my cousin. He's in Charlotte.
Great shout out. Jessica Gwen, I can't hardly read. I need new glasses. I was at the game. What did Jordan say? Didn't hear it live.
Oh, we're not going to repeat it.
Okay.
Just give me that.
Give me that.
She politely asked that be taken out of there.
Yeah, may I please have that?
She suggested that maybe you should get that little shot out of there, but I won't repeat exactly what she said.
Give me that. That's all you need to know. You should go back and try to find it, and because they probably bleeped it out by now, but it was I don't think nobody expected it, obviously, and there's not a lot of fans, so we heard it loud and clear on the TV.
I didn't realize that. I mean, we can hear it here, but I didn't realize you got it on the TV too. That's
I got hyped when that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I was excited because that's something I would do.
Yeah, that was like Hornbuckle back on the floor.
That's kind of like me playing Billy in darts when I beat him. I was just like that.
Getting hyped.
Oh, yeah.
Give me that. Yeah, I already know.
Well, who are we playing next?
LSU.
Guys? LSU. Wow.
At LSU Sunday afternoon, 3:00. I want to say it's 3:00 Eastern. I have to check that, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. No, maybe it's. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. I can only think one game at a time. Like, when do I need to be at the arena? While Lex is looking up the game time, because they may list it in Central. I think it's 3 Eastern.
Oh, okay. It says 2 p.m. So no, it says 2 p.m. Eastern. It says it's on SEC Network Plus.
Okay, so 2 p.m. Eastern. See, that's why you don't listen to me.
2 p.m. Eastern.
Paint points. I was when in my setup story, and again I write it Go Vols 247. I said that Tennessee has got to get the ball inside. You do not want to get in a 3-point shooting contest with Arkansas at all. Yep. And the paint points were 52 paint points for Tennessee and 20 for Arkansas.
Beast. What were the rebounds, Maria? What did we finish with the rebounds?
49-36 on the boards. And with Arkansas shooting so many threes, a lot of those are long rebounds.
Yeah, they're hard to get to.
And then Arkansas, I mean, this is good. They only hit 9 3-pointers, but that's under their, I mean, they were 9 of 30. And that's what they do. They went to the line 24 times, made 20 of them. Lady Vols went to the line 15 times, made 9 of them. The fans were very unhappy with the officials. There's not many fans here, but they booed all the way through a timeout, and then they booed when the player went to the line. The fans were committed tonight. They brought some energy too.
I love it. Orange Nation in the building. I love it. Lady Vol fans, I love when y'all act up. It's just a whole different energy for the team. I remember playing, and it was like when the fans were quiet or on edge or worried, I feel like we were kind of like, oh man, like we fed off of that excitement, them acting crazy, saying crazy stuff, just being live the entire time. So I'm glad our girls got to experience that in this first SEC win.
They did, and it's the good thing too is, the fans weren't really sure. Okay, nobody was quite sure. Okay, what's Tennessee going to do against the 13 ranked team in the country? And they were sort of just settled in, kind of watching. Then they realized Tennessee could win this thing, and they really, for the low numbers that are here, they were loud. I could hear them all game. They had quite a bit to say all game.
That's awesome. Bobby, do we have anything on YouTube today, or are we on Facebook only?
No, but I've got something for you ladies. We're going to do a little drawing here for profile members on volunteerroadshow.com. If you give me just a second, and we're going to give away a free face mask. How's that sound? We got a Lady Vols one, and we got a regular Tennessee one. That's for those of you that can. We're going to try to do this every show. So go sign up. It's free. And pretty soon we're going to have some special exclusive content that's only available to profile members. All right. Let me have a drawing here. I want to do one that's pretty recent, so it's not something from last year. Yeah. All right. The screen name is Bleeds Vols. Email Bobby C at volunteerroadshow.com, and I'll send you a coupon code for a free face mask.
Awesome. Staying up late with us and winning free stuff. I said you stay up late with us and you win free stuff.
There you go. It's worth it. And I will like to give a shout out to Jessica Gwen. I know, Bobby, you struggled with the last name, but so if those who don't know, Sandra, my girlfriend, and myself, we're team Beachbody coaches, and all it is just fitness journey, online works, 30 minutes or less workouts. Some are 40 minutes, and the most important part is nutrition and eating right, portion control, and it has everything. And she decided to take the challenge of 9-week Control Freak, which we're doing, and that's 9 weeks dedicated to working out 5 days a week. Nutrition, stretches. Jessica, you must be a beast, because nobody in their right mind signs up for 9-week Control Freak unless they're serious about their nutrition and their fitness.
I might want to sign up for that. When you're talking about workout, we need to get this straight first. How much working out is it?
Well, first off, you got 30 minutes to spare a day. It's not like it's not an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like if you go to the gym and work out, it's more so. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. This is what we're going to do.
Oh my God. This is
go ahead. This is Sandra Garcia, and she's
actually
She's actually very good at this. So
should we talk about this now during the Lady Vols show, or should we go off camera?
Just real brief.
I want to know a full rundown of the workout before I commit to something. I mean, we're not talking about 50 push-ups or anything, are we?
No. We're talking about a fitness program that fits anybody, whether your fitness level as number 1 or your fitness level is at a number 10. It's 30 minutes a day. You don't have to be in the best shape to be able to do the workouts. We have 100+ workout videos on Beachbody On Demand. And it also comes with a nutrition plan specifically for you based on your calorie count. So everything is specifically for that person, not 9-week Control Freak for someone who never worked out in their life before. So yeah, it's a great program for everybody. We do it as well. I just started Monday for my 9-week Control Freak, and I already dropped 6 pounds.
Wow, good for you.
So it works if you do it. The most important thing is nutrition. You can do the workouts and eat bad, and you're not going to see any results.
Yo, hit me up or hit her up. We'll get you more info.
Yeah, I need to think about that. And speaking of Jessica Gwynn, she said it's the loudest it's been, in my opinion, as much as it can be for the amount of fans allowed. I have been to every home game. Thanks for supporting the Lady Vols, Jessica.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just going to give you all the view. I mean, this is what it's all about right here.
Oh, yeah.
This court.
Chica loves it. Don't you,
Yep.
Chica?
We saw Lady Vol basketball in that court. And win or lose, that's all fans are asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Play the way Lady Vols can play. I love y'all talking about working out. I do take care of myself, but I am blessed with the metabolism of a hummingbird on speed. So I eat pretty much anything I want and don't gain weight.
What would be the opposite of that in metabolism? Because that would be me.
It's like a hippopotamus with a bad thyroid.
Somebody brought up in the comments, Renee Suter, in pregame, Andrea Carter picked Arkansas to win tonight. We need to razz her, she says.
Hey, listen, this is one thing you got to learn, that former Lady Vols, when they're doing TV, they say they have to be unbiased. Now, that happened with us. Maria, do you remember when Kara Lawson was doing NCAA and she picked UConn to win it, right? It was the Final Four.
Tampa, everybody picked Stanford, including Kara Lawson.
Stanford or senior year. Oh man, it ate us up inside, Bobby. But you know, she just basically like, listen, this is my job. I'm looking at stats. I'm looking at this matchup, blah blah blah. I'm not looking at, you know, I'm a Lady Vol for life. So all I can say is, screw that. If it was me, that's probably why they won't hire me. I'm always going for the Lady Vols.
It's probably why I don't have any money in my Bet Now account, because I always bet on Tennessee this year.
That's probably it.
Anyway, Adam over here says, Marta, defense looked like it really needed help tonight. She almost seemed like a liability on defensive end. The dribble drive really exposed her defense tonight. What can she do to improve on that? That'll be our last question for the night.
She's a freshman. She'll have to learn everything, positioning, where she needs to be, and just getting. I mean, the kid came here from Spain and is learning everything on the fly. So she gets on the boards and she fights inside. But what does her defense need to get better? Yeah, but I can say that pretty much about every freshman on the floor. And she plays so hard. But as Kelly showed, Kelly will go to that bench. She's not going to hesitate to get into that bench and use the kids on her roster. So, Alex, I'll let you weigh in because you're a defensive guru here.
Yeah, that was something I noticed off top. Today she was a liability. You know, there's no way to sugarcoat that. Yes, she's a freshman. Yes, she still has a lot to learn, and especially switching over or trying to adjust from a European style of play to American style. And it's faster. It's a little more physical. But at the same time, defense really isn't about speed. Does it help? Absolutely. Speed and athleticism, height, length, all that helps. But it's really about the angles and reacting when the ball's in the air, locking into your sorry, Chica stepped on the keyboard. Locking into your scouting report and really honing in on what's the player's defense, because you have to give yourself every advantage possible when you know you're a weaker defender. So maybe it comes down again to film study, a little more homework, and, you know, getting in a little bit better shape. I would like to see her in better shape, and she'll start to get it because she does have that desire to play hard and she doesn't mind the contact all the time. So it's going to happen, but she needs to get, in my opinion, she needs to get a little quicker, and I think that comes down to getting in better shape.
And against a team like Arkansas that wants to push tempo, yeah, that's a tough matchup because they run all over the floor. They space five out and run all over the floor. They are not easy to guard.
No, you're exposed at that point, you know, at that point in time. So, yeah, that's basically what she needs to do. That comes down to film study. A lot of times what fans don't realize is it's not what can she do and expect it to happen in one practice, two practice, and then the next game it's there. It's going to take studying. It's going to take repetition. It's going to take being on the court and playing and getting beat and then realizing, okay, I need to do this, you know, and it will come. But she wasn't the only ones who defense was bad today. So,
yeah, they got better. Defense improved. The only last thing I'd say is in terms of, y'all always ask my MVP, and in this game, I'm going to give it to Destiny and Destiny Salary and Emily Saunders because they got their moment and they seized it. And that's what you want players to do. So shout out to both of them.
That's what's up, ladies. Good job today. You can catch us. We're going, what, 5? Live at 5 on Sunday?
Yes, 5 o'clock Sunday after the LSU game.
5 o'clock p.m. Sunday. Check us out. In the meantime, if you have ESPN Plus or SEC Network, go ahead and check that game out, 2 p.m. Eastern versus LSU. And then after that, as always, every Tuesday night, you're going to catch Buck and 2MC, 7 p.m., hosted on the volunteerroadshow.com. Bobby, take us out. Let the people know anything they need to know.
First of all our shows are on podcast, and the links are in the description. And it's my goal to have the best Lady Vols coverage out there, and I think we do on YouTube and Facebook and the internet. And tell your friends, if you're talking about the ball game tonight with your friends, tell them about the Volunteer Roadshow. Tell them about Lex and Maria, and they can get all their insight. We're getting a lot of love in the comments section about this show, and it really makes me feel good. Don't forget to sign up for your profile on volunteerroadshow.com. Follow us on Twitter at Vols Roadshow. We'll be calling some winners out from our followers on Twitter here throughout the shows that we're going to have pretty soon, and our followers on Facebook. Most of y'all are on Facebook. We're loaded up on Facebook right now. And follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube, Volunteer Roadshow. You can catch us live on our live channel on YouTube. That is Roadshow Locker Room. Anyway, that's all I got, ladies.
All right. Until next time, Lady Vol fans, we love you. See you Sunday.
Peace.